Hello guys, I am Mr. Silk. There is one word that I'm hearing over and over again that women are telling me that this part is the most important when it comes to men. And what is that? Well, they are saying charming. A man have to be charming in order for me to like him. But then many times I also ask women what they mean with charming. Is it a one-liner? Is it a compliment that guy gives to make that particular woman feel like that guy is charming? Well, no. He becomes charming after a while. So it doesn't involve a guy saying something cool for one time or telling a cool story. It might be a little bit part of it. It's more to it. And that more is actually how the guy was listening to her when she expressed something. So being charming is actually when a guy are willing to invest his time to listen to something that you want to express. That is one of the most powerful ways to appear charming towards women. And this is not the first time I'm hearing this. It's the same thing over and over again. I just had a podcast with Pearl Davis, and she said the same thing. As long as the guy is charming, other things doesn't matter that much. Well, I'm not saying it doesn't matter at all. I'm just saying that other stuff doesn't matter that much, meaning that an average man could get away with just being average if he's charming. Let's dive a little bit into depth here. When I say listening to someone, it doesn't mean that you are a passive listener, sitting there not saying anything and just listen. That is not what I mean with listen for real. Active listening is something different. It involves you being really curious about what she is saying and also participate in the conversation where you and her are talking about her. That is what true listeners are doing. Many times people get confused about what a true listener actually do. They're thinking that a true listener is just sitting there listening and not saying anything, just nodding and being quiet. No, that is not what a good listener do. A good listener do let her express herself fully, and then also being quiet in between when it's time to be quiet. But then a good listener is actually taking things that require more information to understand the whole picture. And that is when guys actually differs from basically most men out there, is the interest that guy have towards her. So being charming towards a woman actually comes from your ability to show her how much interest you have for her. And the way to show her that you are interested in her is to let her talk while you are listening and showing her that you value her time and you value your own time by listening to what she has to say. And all the compliments and the good stuff are coming from what she are talking about, basically. I mean, just imagine if you're going to give a charming compliment to a woman. What is most powerful? Something you see she's wearing, like a nice dress, or maybe she have a nice hat or nice shoes, and you mention to her that, wow, you look really good in those shoes, or you look really good in that dress. It's not bad, but it's pretty shallow. It's pretty superficial. But if she's telling you something that really means something important to her in depth, and then you take that and you just reply back and saying that, you know what, the way you describe your life in London and why you're still staying here is something that triggers me, and I like that about you. I like the way you're seeing yourself living in London, not only from the past till now, but in the future. If you could, that was just an example, but if you can in some way give her compliment and admit that you're liking her based on what she has said, that is when you become super charming, and that is when you're going to make a real impact. Trust me on this one. This is the way to go. So if you want to be charming, learn how to be communicative. Become a conversationalist in the right way if you want to be charming. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, look at this one. I will go through more things in that video.